Right, the whole bed is done. So let's just recap before we move to the next one. So we've got two varieties of gherkins, pickling gherkins, both pickling gherkins. One's Restina, one the French variety, and we've got two Calendula, two Marigold, and we've got the other half of the bed, sweet potatoes, what we bought from the shop. Steak is now roasting in a pan. The Blue Zone homestead. Today I have planned a very busy day. We are in a polytunnel. I'm going to go to the garden and in the kitchen, so it's like we are kind of everywhere today. I would like to tackle these two raised beds behind me today. Over here we are going to plant out half of the bed is gonna be the sweet potatoes. These are looking fantastic, ready to go in. And we also going to plant the gherkins. They are really rude now, turning yellow, so they really need a new home. So I was thinking, kind of halfway, we're gonna have gherkins, and I might trail them up, might get a few strings ready. I'm not sure if this variety, how trailing is gonna be. We'll just have to wait and see. Have I got any sign of the variety? No, it just said, no, I have. Sounds like a French variety. So we're going to plant this out in half of the raised bed, and we're going to do half with sweet potatoes. On the other side, we need to deal with this beautiful jungle of nasturtium. Look how pretty it is. Probably we're gonna have to remove most of it, because over here we are going to have our cucumbers, luffas and some melon this year. So which cucumber? Have we got a variety? No, it just says cucumber. Oh, my own saved seed from last year. And Luffa, this is my own saved seed as well. And we've got Charleston grey watermelon and Melba melon comes over here. And a few of this just says melon, so I'm not sure about this variety. But yeah, melon, watermelon, Luffa and English cucumbers are gonna be dedicated this year for this raised bed. So I've been clearing the celery from here and weeding, but again the nasturtium, I didn't have a heart to pull them out yet, but today is the day I'm gonna have to do some clearing out of the nasturtium, rake it through, put some homemade compost, and we are going to plant these two raised beds in. Look at these beautiful curtains I've just made with the strings. My string curtain. I am taking out this little bunch of gherkins and just putting them where I think they should go. So whenever I plant out a bunch of flowers, vegetables, I like to first lay them out so it kind of gives me an idea where it goes, and if I don't like it or something, I can always change it. Oops, I've just stepped on it. Right, I think and it worked well, but the reason is that cucurbits, you know, cucumber, squash, even corn, they don't like their root to be disturbed, so we just have to wait and see if they're gonna perk back up. With these gherkins, I've not split them up, I've just put them as they were in a module tray, so fingers crossed that these are gonna be okay, but I will update you. So I'm just going along, and I'm going to plant all of the gherkins. I'm growing 2 varieties this year. I've got the Restina and the Cornichon, the Paris variety, and I'm really excited. I really hope that I'm gonna manage to grow gherkins this year, because the past few years I wasn't successful, and we absolutely love pickled gherkins, so I love pickle with these little baby cucumbers. So many national dishes and dishes we like to, as a side, the pickling cucumbers with, so I am really hopeful that this year we're gonna achieve. Right, just really go for it now, and it's nearly done. Okay, I've discovered I've got 2 varieties of the gherkins. So one is the French variety, I will put down in the description the name, and the other one is just says pickling cucumber Restina. So I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 each because of the boxes. And it was so easy, I want to show you, to push this up. These little cells, I really enjoyed working with this. So because it's a silicone, and you know, you can push it so easily out of the cells or baby seedlings. So these weren't so baby anymore, but you know, it went really straightforward. So I've got 12 little bunch of those pickling cucumbers Restina. I put 2, what's the variety called? It's Calendula-Snow something, it said. Snow Princess. So Snow Princess, 2 Snow Princess Calendula, 1 Marigold, 2 Marigolds actually just together. And that's gonna be kind of my separation from the other variety, the French variety, what's called Cornichon de Paris. We've got 12 of these in here, and the next lot is gonna be the sweet potatoes. So I grow these sweet potatoes as a slip. I buy sweet potatoes from the shop quite early in the year, about February time. I always get about 2-3 sweet potatoes, and I submerge them in like a cup or a jar, like a mason jar. I put toothpicks 4 all around to hold, so it's not all submerged in the water, and I fill the water up to the jar or up to the cup to the rim, and wait. It's a waiting game, so it takes ages until you see the roots or the shoots coming, but when they start to appear, it's getting quite quick. So the reason I started that early, because it takes a while until it gets going. Even though you cannot put the sweet potato shoots out, what we're doing today, until our last frost. So it's in my climate, it's that mid-May, mid to end May. So, you know, but as long as I keep on top of it, and I've learned over the years kind of what to do. Sweet potatoes, growing sweet potatoes, for me it's not an easy task, but because I love it so much and I really would like to be part of our diet, and I refuse to buy it from the shop, I just try every single year, and I absolutely love it. So as you can see now, I am pacing out all the sweet potatoes, how I think they kind of have enough growth. I possibly put them too close, but I think it's gonna work. In case we lose a few, we always gonna have loads left, and the string will support them so they can vine upon the string. I think that will be cool. So as soon the shoots are about a 5-inch tall on a sweet potato, I snip it off and I put them in a water again. Just it's like in a jug. So and they develop roots, and soon they develop roots. So by this time it's about April time, and then I put them on in these small pots, what you can see now, and then they develop in an extra roots in there and settling down for another good month and a half. And now we're in mid-May, so we are planting them out. And I'm so curious how this is gonna turn out. So I dedicated half of this raised beds for sweet potatoes this year. So we're going together along with the gherkins. I've never done that before, so that's gonna be something new. But half of the bed is gonna be gherkins and the other half of the bed is gonna be the sweet potatoes. And I'm just trailing the nasturtium around the string. I thought that's a good idea to get it out of my way so I'm not stepping all over. I like to keep the nasturtium as a companion plant because it will attract insects and it just looks so pretty. And on the other hand, it is edible and I can decorate when I'm baking, cooking. It's such a wonderful, I think one of my favorite companion plant to grow within my fruits and vegetables. Right, I nearly finished planting the whole bed. I've got 4 more sweet potatoes to plant and then we're all done. Loosen this soil up a bit, roots. And I've got high hopes to the sweet potatoes this year. We'll see what's happened. And the gherkins. Let's see if we can grow gherkins this year, friends. If we can pickle it. Right, the whole bed is done. So let's just recap before we move to the next one. So we've got 2 varieties of gherkins, pickling gherkins, both pickling gherkins. One's Restina, one the French variety, and we've got 2 Calendula, 2 Marigold, and we've got the other half of the bed, sweet potatoes, what we bought from the shop, the potato, and then we spent a couple of months in soaking in water. The potato slips then we used to plant it in small pots with some compost, and they were ready to come out now. So I'm not sure if you can see it in here, the idea how I would like to come up on a string. Obviously we haven't got enough string, but so some of them will trail the bed, some of them will come up and fill these strings. Also, I've put few trailing nasturtiums so it can go up the string as well. Okay, we are ready to go to do the next raised bed behind me. We are going to plant, I've got more than 8 in here, but I'm aiming to have an 8, it's more than enough, English cucumber from my home saved seed from last year. So we're going to, this yielded, we had so many cucumbers, I didn't know what to do with it. So all our animals had it, all our friends and family, it was amazing. So I'm so glad that it's doing so well so far, and this is gonna be the first thing that we're gonna put in this bed. Also, we're going to put our home saved seed Luffa, what we've managed to do, a sponge, and I've got one in the bathroom, a couple in the bathroom, in the kitchen, and so we're doing it again from those home saved seeds. The Luffa, go to make Luffa sponge. I'm not sure if it was a Melba, I have to go and check, have to have a look, but I've never managed to grow watermelon this year I've got one, it's called Charleston Grey, so it's gonna be in this bed behind us as well, with the Melba and few other melon. So this is gonna be, that's it. Oh, I don't know what to do with these nasturtiums, but first what we're gonna do, I'm going to lay down the irrigation pipe, what we've done in here for the gherkins and the sweet potatoes, and then I've got the compost and all the plants to go to the raised bed. A little bit of change of plan, what I have decided to do now. So in the first row we have got 2 Charleston Grey watermelon, 1 Melba melon, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumber. In the middle row we've got again 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumber, and then we've got 3 melon. And at the moment I'm leaving this jungle of nasturtium, and we'll see how it goes. So although this looks a mess, I am happy with it. So our second bed is now planted. Oh no guys, I forgot about the loofah. I really don't want to rip out these nasturtium just yet. I might have to. I'm gonna give it a haircut all around the bed, and we'll see, because we need to plant the luffas on the back. I've finished planting this raised bed as well. So we've got the melon, watermelon, cucumber and luffa all planted. We've got the 4 luffa right in the back, where I've just cleared out the nasturtium in the back. And this is looking a little bit messy at the moment, but I'm hopeful that they will catch up and they'll kind of find a way to work together with all these interplanting all these plants. But the bumblebees are just visiting, they absolutely loving these plants, and nasturtium is not just edible, but it's one of my best companion plants as well. So I didn't really want to just rip out all of it, because I want the insects to come and visit, And then when later on in the year the caterpillars come along, they love munching on it, so they hopefully leave my vegetables alone. But yeah, this is now done. See you in the garden. We've got some rain clouds above us, so I thought before we cook we are going to crack on with this carrot and parsnip bed. So although carrot doesn't really like too much goodness, compost, but I might just put like a little bit of compost, rake it, and we can start planting. So I reckon we're gonna do a row of carrot, parsnip, carrot, and then I really need to remove all these parsnip, to be honest, so we can plant something else there as well. So I might remove all this, maybe just leave this few parsnip in here for seeds, everything else needs to go, and we might put some radishes and some, what else I was gonna put in here? Beetroot, rainbow mix, yeah, I've just remembered it. So yeah, so that's the plan. Look all these beautiful variety of vegetables we've got in here. Isn't it wonderful? Look. I don't want to put too much compost, just a little bit. Freshen up the bed. Okay, so I've weeded that huge sorrel from the end. I gave it to the chickens. So now we've got 3 rows here. Carrot, parsnip, carrot. And over there, the other side, we're gonna put something as well. Maybe some beetroot and radish. I'm going to start with the black Nebula carrot, the purple carrot from She Grows Veg. Let's see how much we've got in there. Not too much. So I'm just going to put really just a few seeds. Okay, and just very gently cover it, pat it down like that. So in a middle row here, we're going to put from Just Seed Parsnip-Victor F1. Oh shoot! We've just lost loads. Did you see that? I think you've missed it. Oh, careful, careful. Right, so again, I'm not putting too much. Try not to though. Just going nicely along. Just sprinkle it on the top of the soil. And we're gonna cover it just a little bit of compost and pat it down. I think I've already put too much. Still got a tiny bit left. Put this back in the packet. Okay. So it's a Victor F1 parsnip. Just leave this here for now. Put in the Cosmic purple carrot from She Grows Veg, where the carrot sign is. So just gonna put this here like this. These tiny seeds. Right, let's see how far we can go with these few seeds, guys. We might finish it off with something else, with my home-saved carrot. I think I'm gonna do my home-saved carrot, because that didn't go far. It was only a few seeds, literally. So right, we don't really want to cover this up real well, to be honest. There is such a tiny seed. Honestly, it's just... So, and it's one long row by the flowers. By the way, this beetroot, what we transplanted, not looking great. I'm sure they bounce back. We're going to put rainbow beet, cherry and watermelon radish. So like third each. And we're gonna make labels to label them. So the first one is the rainbow beet. Maybe about 5 inches and put 3, 4. That's enough. I'm gonna put this here where we stopped, and then we're gonna put radishes next. First the cherry Belle. Just continue where we finished with the beetroot. There we go. Just leave this here so we know where we stopped. And now the last one is the watermelon radish. She grows veg. I have decided to put the loop over it and cover it to give them a head start. They love this. Come on. One, off. Off. Go. Off, off, off. She sat on it again on the end. Yeah, I haven't got clips. Run out of clips because they stuck in the piece. Oh no, Sandy, move, sweetheart. Good girl. The carrot and parsnip bed is now covered, and this one I just left like that. So all the jobs done today for in the garden. See you in the kitchen. Making a homemade mayonnaise for tonight's dinner for the steak and chips. We are making ribeye steak and chips tonight, venison tomorrow. Because I've decided to do all the jobs now in the garden, we haven't got a time to do the venison in an instant pot. But I remembered I also took some steak out, so that worked out perfect. So I'm gonna marinate the steak, leave it for a couple of hours before we roast it or pan sear it on a frying pan. In a frying pan. Also, we're gonna make chips, and I've got onion, freeze-dried tomatoes, radish, and some blue banana winter squash. Also, we've got some harvested some garlic and garlic scape, need to be used up. And we've got the mushroom powder in here, so I'm just thinking some kind of sauce and maybe side we can do with these. Also, I'm thinking to go out to the annex greenhouse and harvest some pak choy, maybe some spinaches to go with our meal tonight. But first of all, I would like to marinate this steak. I'm gonna put some oil. This is parsley. I'm gonna put a bit of parsley and some tomato powder. A little bit of cayenne, not too much. Cayenne, chili pepper, a little bit of liquid smoke. Shoot, that's a lot. Right, and some salt and pepper. Okay, although the liquid smoke smells amazing, I think it's a little bit too much there. Never mind. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. Okay, so I think that's it. Got clean hands, so I'm just gonna give a very good rub all around like this. And we're going to leave this here. I'm gonna cover it with shower cap for a couple of hours. It's 10 to 4, so I'm thinking to eat about, thinking we can eat about 6. Okay, blue banana squash and potatoes down now, peeled, washed and cut, ready to go. I'm tempting to do them in the active fry, so, or the air fryer, we'll see. The garlic we've harvested in a polytunnel, got some lovely cloves. I've already peeled them, put them in this jar for now, and I've just washed and chopped the garlic scapes. Next I'm going to deal with some onion and freeze-dried tomatoes. I think I'm gonna soak these. I cannot wait Caroline's book out on freeze-drying, because to be honest friends, I need to learn so much how to rehydrate freeze-dried food. So I don't know how much water, to be honest, to put in here. But I think I'm just gonna put like, I don't know, a little bit. Also put some radishes in here. We're gonna roast some radishes. Probably along with the potatoes. So think about this much. I have decided to put the potato squash, a radish and a few garlic scapes in an air fryer. I'm going to start with 15 minutes because I don't want to burn it again like last time, because I'm still learning how to use the air fryer. I think it's the second or third time I'm using it, so still got lots to learn. But I think I'm gonna put these two in for 15 minutes. So probably we're gonna start, when we're gonna start with the steak, that's the same time I'm gonna put this to the air fryer. I would like to harvest the pak choy. Some spinach. And sauteing. So I found actually turkey stock, turkey broth. So I put turkey broth to dehydrate the onion and the tomatoes. And got some garlic scape in here. I washed the pak choy and the spinach. I'm just drying it slightly with some kitchen towel. Discard this. I'm just gonna probably take this now to the air fryer. 1x1 is the best. Let's just chop the pak choy and the spinach in this bowl. And I'm going to use a bit of olive oil, as a dressing, a little bit of salt, and I've got this little orange from the tree, from the conservatory. Can use this up. A bit more lemon, half of the lemon left over from the mayonnaise we've just made. The mayonnaise is actually now chilling in the fridge. So we're gonna serve that with our dinner tonight. And this is gonna be our side salad today. Let's try this. So much flavor, so fresh. This is delicious. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm going to add a bit of mushroom powder to this sauce to be. A bit of tomato powder. And a little bit of liquid smoke. Have to be careful this time. Just a little bit. And give it a good stir. And as soon as it's cooked through, I'm going to blitz everything in here. And this is gonna be our sauce. This sauce I've just made up, it turned out absolutely delicious. So with all the ingredients I've decided to put in and rehydrate it in turkey broth, it really worked. It was a bit thick, so I had to keep adding a little bit more olive oil. So I had to add a bit more turkey broth, but on the end it was delicious. Steak is now roasting in the pan. Oh, looking good. I've added the leftover of that juice with that liquid smoke, what we've marinated the steak into this sauce, and I'm just going to add a bit more turkey broth. We are going to eat in 10 minutes. Now I just want the sauce to be a bit more liquidy. Dinner is ready. I'll put the sauce. A bit of mayonnaise. And let's have a taste test. So this is our ribeye steak and air fried potatoes, blue banana squash, garlic scape and some roasted radishes with pak choi and spinach fresh salad, pickled radishes and homemade mayonnaise and that sauce we've made. So I'll just try to have a bite. Let's see if it's any good. Still looks like good medium. Nice. That's very nice. Right, I'm gonna finish this now. Ah, good. He says yes. He's nodding. So we're just going to have our dinner now. And that's it for today. So we've done quite well today. We've done 2 beds in a polytunnel, we've done 1 bed in a garden, and we made dinner. So next time there's 1 more job in a garden I need to do. Plant out the sweet corn, beans, bolotti beans, huge now, and the squash, all the squash varieties. And there is 1 more raised bed to do, tomato raised bed in a polytunnel, and putting on the peppers. So that's gonna be the next few days. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Bye friends!